Good day mga idol. Sa araw na ito ay sasagutan na natin ang self-evaluation sa subject na non-institutional correction, particularly on probation. Ang self-evaluation na ito mga idol ay may layunin na sukatin ang ating kakayahan na ipasa ang board exam sa criminology. May 25 katanungan dito at hangad natin na makakuha ng higit pa sa 20 upang mas malaki ang tsansa natin para sa board examination. Yun na nga mga idol, ang video na ito ay mga kasagutan sa ginawa nating self-evaluation. Ngunit kung hindi mo pa nagagawa ay balikan mo muna ang video at ang link nito ay nasa description box. Oras na nga mga idol para alamin natin ang kasagutan sa ating ginawang self-evaluation. Okay, number 1. What is meant by the Latin word probatio? A. Walk with faith. B. Live with integrity. C. Testing period. Or D. Out of prison. Ang tamang sagot dito mga idol ay letter C. Testing period. So ang ibig sabihin ng Latin word na probatio ay testing period. Number 2. What is the nature of the hearing for the violation of the conditions of probation? A. Summary. B. Formal. C. Due process. Or D. Semi-formal. Ang tamang sagot dito mga idol as provided by law ay summary. So summary in nature. Ang hearing in case there is a violation of the condition for probation. Question number 3. The investigation report is submitted to the court within how many days? A. 20, B. 40, C. 60, or D. 80. Okay, ang tamang sagot dito sa number 3 mga idol ay letter C. 60 days. Okay, so let's proceed to question number 4. Who will conduct the post-sentence investigation in probation? A. Court. B. Probation officer. C. Police investigator. Or D. Lawyer. For number 4 mga idol, ang tamang sagot ay letter B. Probation officer. Next, number 5. Upon receipt of the investigation report, the court shall revoke the application for probation within Upon receipt of the investigation report, the court shall resolve the application for probation within how many days? A. 5, B. 10, C. 15, or D. 30. The correct answer mga idol is letter C, that is for 15 days. Next, number 6. Okay, so let's proceed to question number 6. One of the purposes of adult probation is to A. Prevent the commission of crimes. B. Place the offender outside of the police power of the state. C. Foster closer relationship between the offender and the judge. Or D. Create a probation office. The correct answer mga idol is letter A. Prevent the commission of crime. Next, Number 7. What is the action of the court in case a probationer violated the condition of his probation order? A. Release the probationer. B. Direct to reapply for probation. C. Revokes probation. Or D. Punish the probationer. Ang tamang sagot dito mga idol ay letter C. Revokes the probation. Of course, subject to the requirement of due process. Next, number 8. Which of the following is a prerogative of the chief executive with concurrence of Congress? A. Parole. B. Probation. C. Pardon. Or D. Amnesty. The correct answer mga idol is amnesty. Yan. So, amnesty requires the concurrence of Congress. Number 9. Refers to the report submitted by the probation and parole officer on the conduct of the parole and on the conduct of the parolee and pardonee while under supervision. A. Progress report. B. Infraction report. C. Summary report. Or D. Probation report. The correct answer mga idol is letter A. Progress report. Number 10. Created pursuant to Act number 4103 as amended. A. Board of Pardon and Parole. B. Bureau of Correction. C. BGMP. Or D. PNP. Ang tamang sagot dito sa number 10 mga idol ay letter A. Okay, next. Let's proceed to question number 11. Okay? 11 refers to the final report submitted by the probation and parole officer on his supervision of a parolee or pardonee as basis for the latter's final release and discharge. A. Progress report. B. Infraction report. C. Summary report. Or D. Probation report. Number 12. Probationer and parolee have this in common except A. Both committed crimes. B. Both have been sentenced by the court. C. Both are persons. Or D. Both have not served their sentence. Number 12 mga idol, ang tamang sagot ay letter D. Both have not served their sentence. Next, number 13. The first salaried federal probation officer. A. Richard McSweeney. B. Richard McSweeney. C. Edward Savage. Or D. Richard McSweeney. Ang tamang sagot for number 13 is letter A. Richard McSweeney. Next, number 14 refers to the reduction of the duration of prison sentence of a prisoner. A. Reprieve. B. Absolute pardon. C. Conditional pardon. Or D. Commutation of sentence. The correct answer mga idol is letter D. Commutation of sentence. Next, number 15. The act of forgiving the wrongdoing of an offender in which is conducive to early reintegration. A. Reprieve. B. Pardon. C. Probation. Or D. Parole. For number 15, mga idol, ang tamang sagot ay letter B. Pardon. Number 16. Okay, so question number 16. How many times the probationer must report to the probation officer? A. Once a month. B. Twice a month. C. Every week. Or D. At least 72 hours. The correct answer is letter A. Once a month. Number 17. Are all qualified convicted persons automatically entitled to probation? A. Yes. B. No. The answer is no. They are not automatically entitled because there is still a conduct of post-sentence investigation to determine whether the grant of probation will be favorable to the accused and at the same time to the community. Okay? So it is not automatic. Number 18. The offender is a dangerous risk to the community. A. Probation will be granted for his reformation. B. Probation will be denied. C. Probation will be going to suspend. Or D. Probation will be temporary. The correct answer is letter B. Probation will be denied. Why? Because the offender is dangerous risk to the community. Next, number 19. Number 19. Who are qualified for applying for number 19. Who are disqualified from applying for probation? A. Those who are guilty of election offenses. B. Those who are guilty of violating RA 6727. C. Those who are guilty of violating RA 9165. And letter D, all of them. So the correct answer is letter D, all of them. Okay, so all those mentioned kind of offenses is not allowed under our probation law. Number 20. Those who are convicted with a sentence of less than 6 years are allowed for probation. A. True. B. False. The answer is true. The penalty should not be more than 6 years. Okay. Next, 21. Question number 21. May an accused in a joint trial apply for probation even if the other who accused appealed their conviction? A. Yes. B. No. The answer is letter A. It is yes. Even the other accused appealed their case, the probation, the accused may I still apply for probation as already allowed by our court. Next, number 22. If the accused is convicted with non-probationable penalty, but on appeal it was given a probationable penalty, can he be allowed for probation? The answer is letter A, yes. So there is already a latest decision that it is already allowed. Okay. Next, 23. Where to apply for probation? A. Any court within the judicial region of the offender. B. In the Supreme Court. C. In the Court of Appeals. Or D. In the court who tried and convicted the offender. The correct answer is letter D. In the court who tried and convicted the offender. Number 24. How many days after the promulgation of sentence can be applied for probation? A. Within 45 days. B. Within 30 days. C. Within 20 days. Or D. Within 15 days. The correct answer is letter D. Within 15 days. The last question, number 25. What is the effect to the sentence of conviction of the offender after probation was granted? A. Dismissed. B. Suspended. C. Dissolved. Or D. Absolved. The correct answer is letter B. Suspended. Okay, so natapos na natin ang ating self-evaluation dito sa subject na non-institutional correction. So, bilangin kung ilan ang inyong nakuha. At kung higit pa ito sa 20, ay congratulations. Pagpatuloy mo lang ang maganda mong performance at tuloy-tuloy lang ang inyong pagre-review para tayo ay pumasa for the board examination. So, oras na muli para ipaalala sa inyo mga idol, huwag sana tayong mag-escape ng advertisement bilang tulong na rin sa ating channel. So, hanggang sa muli, magandang araw at maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Please subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated of my new videos.